comes from.
Exactly the same you see in the test. And you have a linear equation, you have a point, and you verify you see a solution or not.
That's
This
from
is,
the review, Professor.
yeah. This is the review. And the test is very, very similar to the review. So one kind of problem like that, you can find in the test, for sure, 100%. Of course, another number, of course, another equation. But this is the idea. The rest is arithmetic part. And we can use a calculator if you want. This is a question, mister? It's clear?
Can
No,
we use
I
the
just wanted to
calculator
ask.
Only one is speaking. Only one is speaking. Come on. Mister first.
Where are you finding these questions?
On the pretest.
I'm the teacher.
Oh, in the pretest, in the Blackboard.
No, professor sent us by email.
The test I send by email, mister.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Repetition again. Test on paper I will send by email. When? Next Tuesday. When I collect, when it's due? Next Thursday. Okay? And test online is in Alex. Online. Computer. No paper. You don't need to send me anything. I check it online. You working online? Yeah, I check it online. The test on paper, I will send Tuesday. You send me back the answer Thursday, before midnight. Yeah, I check it in my computer. It's clear now? Yes or no?
Yes, but I have a question.
Go ahead.
You said we can use a computer calculator.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't care arithmetic. It's algebra. You put 2 plus 2, you put in the calculator. 2 plus 2 equal, enter, 4.
Got it.
Okay? Let's do in the second, guys. Focus C. Again, the same equation, but different point. Entonces, y1 in the extremely left, 3/2 multiplication by 4 plus 1. I claim this. I'm not sure if it's true or false. Okay, entonces this is 3/2 times 4/1. This is 12/2. It's 6. This is 6. The 1 is equal 6 plus 1. And 6 plus 1 is 7. This statement is completely false. So this point is no solution. Any question? Any question? No?
No.
Excellent. I like to hear that. Let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is graphic.
Sorry, Professor. I go back because I just want to take a picture.
Oh, okay. Boom. We are recording the lecture, no? Let me see. Yeah, we are recording, yeah.
Okay, Professor.
Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay.
I already took. Thank you.
Do you see that I send the link connected with the YouTube, right? And a lot of students subscribe in my YouTube channel. Remember, 5 extra points. It's not negligible because it's 5 extra points in each test. In the test 1 on paper, 5 points. And the test 1 online, 5 points. And 5 plus 5 is 10, no? Actually, we have, how many tests we have in total? We have 10. Bueno, plus the final, ¿no? Pero, okay. Entonces, it's no negligible. It's important. Entonces, subscribe is just press the button, no? And watch the video, no? This is my idea. Okay, let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is different. It's do the graph. Bueno, I record. And one button that you have in the corner, lower right corner, we have the red button, but I press. But I I upload this video in my YouTube channel. I will send to you every time I send the link. Can you connect? Do you receive the link? No? Oliveira, you help me to. Everyone receive the link for the YouTube. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, guys, no more question. Let's focus on mathematics. I need only mathematical question. Everything is clear, I suppose. Okay, look, it's a graph of the linear function by create a table. Bueno, either way, create the table is, bueno, el table que, the fantastic table is the, you are doing a table like that. The table always contain 3 columns. Entonces, in my opinion, the best way is put 0 here and 0 here because it's the intersecting. You can use it either way. You can use it 1, 2, 3, okay? O sea, basically, X is the independent variable. And independent means that you assign any number, arbitrary, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And why not? Why is the dependent variable when you plug in the X value into the formula, give me the corresponding value for the Y. But it is a one way, but no, the efficiency way is using Intercept. You put 0 in X and you put 0 in Y. When you put 0 in X here, Y is equal 2 times 0 plus 1. Y is equal 1. And you put 1 here, and the point is the point 0, 1. This is my first point. And 0 in Y, you put 0 here. 0 is equal 2x plus 1. And you solve for X. Okay, you move 1 to the right-hand side like a minus. Divided by 2. X is equal negative 1/2. Okay, entonces negative 1/2 and 1. It's a negative 1/2 and the point is negative 1/2, comma 0. Okay, 2 points is enough because it's a line. We are doing the line. This is my rectangular coordinate system. Okay. This is X, this is Y. You plot the point. The first point was 0,1. 0,1 is here. 0,1. Okay, this is 1 positive, this is 1 negative, this is negative 1. 1, negative 1, positive 1, negative 1. And negative 1/2, I suppose, is here. It's in the middle between 0 and negative 1. This is the point, negative 1/2, comma 0. And we're connecting this point with the line, like that. And this is the graphic representation for our equation that is y equal to x plus 1. End the story. Any question, guys? That's the only way to do that? No. We explain different way, intersecting, slope, intersect, but no. In this case, I prefer intersecting.
Professor, how did you do the negative half? How do you graph that?
It's easy because negative 1/2, mister, is in between. It's a value in between 0 and negative 1, exactly in the middle, in the midpoint, is negative 1/2. Negative 1/2. Make sense for you or no? Make sense or no?
Yeah, it's okay.
I brought this point. This is one way, mister. Another way, look at that. Another way to do the same job, okay, is look. In this case, either way is good. Okay, look. Okay, suppose my equation is this. Y equal to x plus 1. I realize que es equal mx plus b, no? Okay, this is the famous slope in a set form. I can see que b is 1. B is 1 in our specific example. I plot the y in a set. This is the y in a set. And we get the same conclusion, it's 0,1, like the table. But in this case, slow is 2. Slow is 2. In our specific example, I know by definition that slow is wrong or right. And wrong, in this case, is 1, and right is 2. So I move up 2 units, 1, 2. This is right. So this is 1, 2, 3. I move to the right 1 unit. This is wrong. Okay, this point is the point 1,3. And now you're connecting this point and this point, and we get exactly the same answer. Either way, but they want specifically in this question number 3, using table. Well, using table is that way. This is the table. Question? No?
Sorry, can you explain again, like the rise and run, because it wasn't homework, so that's why it's important to know.
Okay, in my opinion, one super fantastic way to do the graph of the linear function is using the idea for the slope, so slope and y-intercept. This is the slope-intercept form, and B represent always the y-intercept. In our specific example is 1, therefore that is the reason que es 0,1. En general es 0,b, pero b en our specific example es 1, entonces 0,1. Okay, the rest is using the slope. A slope is 2. And by definition, slope M is the ratio between two quantities called wrong and right. Wrong is in that direction. It's a horizontal direction. And right is vertical direction. But we have two possibilities. When right is positive, it's up. When the right is negative, it's down. In this case, it's positive because the answer is 2. So 2 is a whole number. And you suppose in my mind it's 2 over 1 because it's a ratio, it's a fraction. It's a whole number, 2 over 1. I know that this is a ratio between wrong and right. Wrong is 1, right is 2. So from this point, que es the intercept that we found in B, we move, let me use in 2 different colors, green color. Green color is rise, up, because it's positive. Entonces, I am in the 1 plus 2 is 3, no? 1 and 2 is 3. Okay, stop in 3, no 4, no 5. Now, I go to the right direction, wrong 1. And we get the second point. And this second point, we connecting by the straight line with the first point, and we get the graph of the line. Do you see or no?
Yes, Professor.
Okay, super. Guy, this is the moment to ask me any question. And the test, no. Okay, this is the moment. Any question is important for me. This is your question. Okay, let's move on now to the question number 4, no? Okay, number 4 now. Let's do number 4 together. Graphic that. Graphic that. The number 4 is y equal 4x plus 3. What do you want? In this case, no specification of the method. No, it's a table. No, again, yeah, it's a table. Yeah, they want the table. Okay, let's do it by the table. And let's do it both ways to practice. The famous table is x, y, X comma Y, que es a repetition, the same component, pero like format like order pairs. 0 on X, 0 on Y. Because I want to use an intersecting. So 0 on X is Y is equal 4 times 0 plus 3. Y is equal 4 times 0 is 0 plus 3 is 3. And the answer is 3, and the point is 0, 3. Now Y is 0. That's 0 is equal 4x plus 3. And solve this equation for X. I move 3 divided by 4. Entonces es negative 3 over 4 is equal X. Es negative 3 over 4. And the answer is negative 3 over 4, 0. Okay, ready. Ready to do the graph. Okay, the graph look like that. X and Y. I plot the first point is 0, 3. 1, 2, and 3. 0, 3. Entonces, this is complicated because it's a fraction, okay? I don't care. This is, you put in the calculator, 3 over 4 is negative 0.75 in decimal. Entonces, this is negative 1. This is negative 2. This is 0. Entonces, the point is in between. Let me make a zoom to see much better. It's in between 0 and negative 1. Suppose you split this in 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, each segment is 1/4, so 1 over 4 negative. But 3 over 4 is here. At that point is negative 3 over 4, and decimal is negative 0.75. We have 1 point here. There's a point, negative 0.75, 0, because it's on the x-axis. And now we connect this point, and this point. Connection by the straight line, and this is the graphic representation for our equation. Suppose that you don't lie. I accept both ways in the test, like you answer. Suppose another student, one professor, I lie, wrong, and right. Okay, super, no problem. I understand very well. So you lie, wrong, and right. Let's do it using wrong and right. But you need to know both, because one method have advantage and disadvantage. What is the disadvantage here? Fraction. Not good to see. Suppose another method is using y is equal 4x plus 3. Entonces I realize que m is lower 4 and b is 3, positive 3. So when I do in the graph, the y-intercept is 0, 3. 1, 2, and 3. 0, 3. So far, we get exactly the same. This is a coincidence. No coincidence, it's a fact. And now the interpretation for the slope is 4. Remember, slope is equal 4. 4 is a whole number. It's the ratio between wrong and right. Wrong is 1, right is 4. Que es positive. Entonces, we go up 4 units. We have in 3 plus 4 is 7, no? 4, 5, 6, and 7. This point. This was rice. Rice was 4. That point is 7. And wrong is 1 to the right here. This second point is the point 1,7. And we connecting both points with the line, and we get exactly the same equivalent line passing through this point. I suppose that this point we get before was this point. Any question? Any question?
Okay,
Professor,
So
in the
one by one. Lady first, come on.
okay, thank you, Professor. I have a question. For example, if we like do the first way that you did, for example, we have fraction. We need to avoid the fraction. That is why we can use that way.
Absolutely perfect. Entonces, that is the reason I illustrate both ways. Advantage and disadvantage. Sometimes not always happen the same situation in any example. Sometimes it's easy in the first way, but in this case, no, because it's a fraction, and maybe fraction is not too obvious, no, it's not evident. Now it's confusing to say I'm using another way. So you have two tools, and you select the tool that you consider better in the specific example. Okay?
Okay, Professor. What about, now I have a question, Professor. For example, it rise for it 3 plus 4 is 7. Okay, Professor. And why the one you in the graphic is negative? Is a negative.
Well,
Is
let's see.
one negative.
I bring today several examples. We focus on this example. Si es negative, it's down. But okay. Don't worry for the negative because in the next example, number 5, you see when it's down. And number 4, focus on number 4. Do you understand where I come from this 7?
Professor, the thing that I don't understand, like in the graphic, Professor, you put like it to run like 1, but you put in a negative part of the graphic. That is why I'm asking.
I understand your question. Look. The agreement que I explained is the same. Look, rise is up when it's positive, is down when it's negative. But you assume que wrong is always positive. Yes, in that direction. Okay, when you have negative 2/3, for example, how you interpret this slow? I interpret that wrong is 3 and rise is negative 2. So the responsibility to be negative slow, I assume que es a rise. Because I suppose que wrong is always positive. Makes sense for you? Clear now?
Yes, Professor, the thing that I don't understand, I still don't understand is because on the graphic, I understand the 7, but I don't understand the 1. Why the 1 is
One is this. Okay. The
Oh,
slow one is this
Professor.
second.
Okay.
One is this second.
Oh, okay. Now I understand. Yeah, now I understood. Thank you, Professor.
I'm so happy that you understand. Mister, your question now. Mister, you clarify or not yet?
I just had a question in the beginning of the problem. Where did you get y is 2? Where did you? Well, sorry, y is 3. Where did you find that? Or just give that a number?
Look, at the beginning, you're using the table. In the table, you suppose arbitrary number. But I suppose 0. 0 on x. I'm plugging in 0 here. Look here. 4 times 0 is 0, and 0 plus 3 is 0. Therefore, y is 3. You associate 0x with the 3y. This is your question, mister?
Yes.
Likewise, or similarly, I assume 0 and y, substitution here. We have this equation. You solve in this equation for x, solve for x, and the answer was negative 0.75 or 0.75, no? 3 or 4. Yeah, I plot that. But this is not countable. This is confusing because it's a fraction. But it's okay. But this is no big deal. You can do using graphic. You can do using fractions, sorry. But sometimes no. Suppose que is 7/16. Wow, what the hell is that? Well, I convert to the fraction. I put it in the calculator. You convert to the decimal, and you plot the decimal. But no, advantage and disadvantage. We have two techniques to do the graph of the linear equation. One is using the table, another is using the wrong and rise.
So the numbers you put in that x and y, those numbers are arbitrary numbers. Those are like random numbers, right?
Arbitrary. Suppose another possibility. Suppose que another student doing in different way. Suppose que another student doing like that. Look. 1, 2, 3. I'm plugging in 1, 2, 3 into the region and compute the y que corresponde with this. And you plot the point and you get exactly the same line. Exactly the same. But in my opinion, the easy way is using the intersecting. And the intersecting is 0 in x and 0 in y. Good?
Yeah, yes, Professor. Thank you.
Very well. Let's move on to number 5. Number 5 is similar. What is the only complication number 5? Fraction. 3/2 x minus 2. So I want to, let's do it by the table. X, y, x comma y. 0 in x, 0 in y. Substitution. 0 in x es, bueno, es y is equal minus 3/2 times 0 minus 2. Es obvio que es negative 2. Negative 2 here, and the point is 0, negative 2. Let's move on to the 0 in y. 0 in y is 0 here, is equal minus 3/2 x minus 2. And you solve for x. I move 2 to the right, to the left, like a positive. In order to isolate the x, you multiply by negative 2/3. Why negative 2/3? Because it's the reciprocal. What is the reciprocal? What is the reciprocal of 3/2? Negative 3/2 is negative 2/3. And when you multiply any number times its reciprocal, the answer is 1. So this is the idea, is x. And now multiplication here is negative 4/3. Entonces negative 4/3. And the point is negative 4/3, 0. And negative 4/3, when you put in the calculator, is negative 1.3 repeated. Okay, actually is like a 1 and 1/3. We can do that. 0. Okay. Let's do it using the fraction and using the intersecting. And after we are doing using the wrong and right. And you compare what, in your opinion, is the best way. Okay. Es negative 2. 0, negative 2. Negative 1, negative 2. I plot that point. That point is that point. And this is negative 1, 1.3. This is negative 1. Let me make it so to see more clear. This is negative 2. Entonces es negative 1 here, negative 2 here, negative 1.3. I suppose that this segment in between negative 1 and negative 2, you divide in 3 portions. And the first is 1/3. This guy is negative 1.3, 0. I plot that point. Now we connect it. And this is my graph. Okay? It's clear or no? Okay. Another way is...
Professor.
Question.
Yes. Now the student first. Come on. The male student. Come on.
No, it's okay. She can ask first. I can ask after.
Okay. Go ahead, Miss.
Number 5 says hint.
Number 5 say a hint.
It says
value.
hint. Big values for
Big
x.
value of x. We cancel the denominator. Okay. Remember, this is totally arbitrary. To say the hint gets given here is que you pick a number que cancel the denominator. To say you don't pick 0 to avoid the fraction. You pick, for example, good question. Okay, x comma y. This 0 is okay. Negative 2. But this guy is no 0. Suppose that you pick 2. Why 2? Because when you plug it into here, look at that. Y is equal minus 3/2 times 2 minus 2. Y is equal, this is cancelled, es minus 3 minus 2, que es negative 5. Entonces es negative 5, and the point is 0, negative 2, and this is 2, negative 5, and 2, negative 5 is located here. Look, 2, 1, 2, 4, and 5. This point. This point is 2, negative 5. O sea, the hint que es given es que you're using here a number que cancel the denominator. What is the number que cancel out the denominator? 2, 4, 6, because it's even number and cancel out. Suppose que 4 divided by 2 is 2 times 3 is 6. Entonces negative 6 and negative 2 is negative 8. This is 2, 4. So number que cancel out the denominator, no 0. Because 0, the disadvantage is que we have fraction. Good question, Ingrid. Good question.
Okay.
But let's do it in another way, using wrong and right.
Is that going to show in the exam? Is it going to say hint? Big values for...
Okay. Entonces, remember, I discussed it before. Either way, you select 0, 0, or you select, depending on the problem, another value que you consider it easier. Okay? In this case, it's a fraction, entonces, in my opinion, it's fantastic que you're using the number, even number, because cancel out the denominator. Good. Very good. No more discussion. Everything is okay. Now, let's do it by the another way, okay? Using wrong and right. I compare mx plus b. Es obvio que b es negative 2. Therefore, the y-intercept, que es the point in which the line crosses the y-axis, is the point 0, negative 2. Negative 1, negative 2. 0, negative 2. No surprise. We did before. Look at that. That point. Okay. Now, let's move on to the slow. Slow is 3/2, minus 3/2. And remember the definition, wrong and right.
Are you still on number 5?
Absolutely. But let's do it in another way, using wrong and right. Wrong is 2, and right is negative 3. Entonces, it's going down. So this from this point, it's going down because it's negative. Right is negative. 3 down. 1, 2, 3. This is negative 5. And wrong is 2. 2 units to the right. 1 and 2. Okay. This is wrong. Wrong is 2. Look at that. And right is 3. And we get this point, by the way, is the point 2, negative 5. Wow, exactly the same. We get here. Look at that. And we connecting this point with the line. And we get the same line using another way, another idea. This is fantastic, guys. Fantastic. There are several possibilities. And they are correct. And you need to find the way that you consider better for you.
I think the run and rice is the best way. It's the easier one.
I think it's easier.
No. This is not true. Because sometimes you see que wrong and right is, for example, 34 over 75. This is crazy. Okay, depending the problem. Trust to me, I have experience doing that. Okay, sometimes intersecting is good. Sometimes arbitrary value is good. Sometimes wrong and right is good. And the problem that I present to you now, maybe you believe it's good, wrong and right, but not always is good. Okay? Okay?
Yes, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
How much time should we spend in one problem
It's up to you.
in order to complete the 20 questions in exam?
It's up to you. You have today for doing that. So the time is no problem.
Okay.
You see how much? I don't know how much, depending on the question. There are questions that have 5 points, another question have 10 points, another question have 4 points, depending. The answer key I create, specific or you ask me how long. How much or how long?
I'm asking you how long should I question number 1, right? We have 20 questions. How much time should I be spending on each?
Okay. Remember that the test on paper I will send Tuesday. I collect 30. You have a lot of time. The time is no problem in our subject.
I got it now.
Oh.
Thank you.
Let's go. Let's move on to number 6. Number 6 and number 7 is special. So you need to know, okay, y equal 5, what kind of line it is. What kind of line it is. What kind of line it is? Number 6.
Horizontal.
Very well. Horizontal line, and end the story. A horizontal line look like that. Look, X, Y, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Passing through 5. Horizontal line look like that. We have here a y-intercept que is the point 0,5. And this line never cross the x-axis, therefore we have no x-intercept. Pero you identification. Y equal any number, immediately you recognize horizontal line. X equal any number, but in this case, I need to isolate x. Divided by 2. So x alone and -4. And when you see x equal any number, vertical line. Keep in mind this, please. We're using every day after this. So the vertical line is something like that. This is my x, this is my y, -4, -1, -2, -2, -3, -4, -4. Vertical line. In this case, we have -4,0 represent the x-intercept, and we have no y-intercept because never cross. In this case, the y-intercept is the point 0,5, but x-intercept we have no, because this line never cross the x-axis. Okay, but the thing that they want is that you memorize this idea, vertical and horizontal line. Okay?
Professor, I have a question. I have this question like since the day we started doing that topic. If we have horizontal or vertical line, that means that we don't have slope because it's horizontal and just a vertical line.
Good question. In this case, the slope is 0. On the horizontal is 0. Making sense, right? Because it's totally flat. So it's no up, no down. So rise is 0. However, the slope is complicated. This is undefined. Undefined. Do you remember this or no?
Yes, I do remember, Professor. Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to the number 8. A is same repetition. Do you feel that this class is easy? No, I suppose that some topic is more complicated, but the test one is super easy. So I recommend you take advantage and try to get good grade, no? Because no, super complicated, like I call it algebra. But intermediate algebra, some chapter is a little bit complicated. Number 8. Number 8 is do the graph. Number 8 and number 9, do the graph. But in this case, they want mandatory using Intercept. Okay. Entonces, 3x minus 2y equals 6. Again, we are doing the table. Uh-huh. 0 and 0. In this case, the question is clear. Intersecting. Intersecting means 0 and x, 0 and y. Plugging in. 3 times 0 minus 2y equals 6. 0 is nothing. Minus 2y equals 6 divided by -2. both sides, negative 3. Y is negative 3. The point is 0, negative 3. 0 y, same thing. 3x minus 2 times 0 equals 6. This is gone. 3x equals 6 divided by 3. X equals 2. 2 here, 2, 0. Now ready to do the graph. Okay, I plot the point. 0, negative 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, here. And 2, 0 here. 1, 2. 2, 0. And the line look like that. Fantastic. We are the best in Miami-Dade College. Any question? Any question? No? Okay, let's do another. Number 9, is similar, very, very similar. I keep going. Going on to the next, number 9. Are you there?
Yes.
Yes, Professor.
4x plus 3y equal 8. Okay, again, intersect. X, y, x, comma, y. 0x, 0y. Okay, 0x is 4 times 0 plus 3y equal 8. This is nothing. 3y equal 8. Therefore, y is equal a over 3. Well, a over 3, to have idea where lie in the rectangular coordinate system is you put in the calculator 8 divided by 3 is 2.6 repeated. This is 2.6 repeated. Or this is 2 to third. 2 third. A mixed number, right? You divide a by hand, divided by 3 is 2, is 6, subtraction is 2. When you write 2, this 2 is this 2, and 2 thirds is the fraction. This is more clear. So es a over 3. But I have some idea where lie this guy. 0, a over 3. And 0 and y is 4x plus 3 times 0 equal 8. This is cancel. 4x equal 8. What about 4? X2. It's 2 here, 2, 0. Okay, ready to do the graph. Okay, the first point is 0, a over 3, but I discovered que a over 3 is 2 thirds. Entonces es 1, 2, 3. I suppose que sea in between 2 and 3, no? 2 and 3. Close to 3 because it's 2 thirds. You divide make it soon to see more clear the segment. You divide by this segment in 3 portions, 1 third, 2 thirds. Here. This is the location of the point. 0, a over 3. Okay, now the second is easy. It's 2, 0. 1, 2 here. 2, 0. 2 points, determine the line, connecting both. End the story. Guys, sorry because this is hard for me a little bit to make a line using that electronic paint. Okay, this is the graphic representation for the outline. Any question?
Can you show how you did 0, 8 over 3?
Say again?
Can you show how you did the graphing for x, y, 0, 8 by 3?
Okay. Are you aware that the point 0, a over 3 is equivalent to 0, 2 thirds, correct? Using mixed number. Now, 2 thirds is a point between 2 and 3. Let me make it zoom to see more clear this segment. This is 2. And you divide this in 3 portions. The first part is 2 1/3, and the second is 2 2/3, is A/3. And you plot that point. Clear now?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I have a question. We cannot like go to the calculator and just divide 2 by 8 by 3 and see the result and just plug the point.
The same result by hand. But remember, we are living in the United States, no? And the calculator is cheaper. The calculator is $12. I recommend, remember, TX30. Extra instrument. It's $12. In Walmart and Office Max. And I strong recommend, because sometimes we need to compute a square root something, and to say by hand is hard.
Yes.
Okay.
Professor, I have a question. Can we, instead of using fractions, use decimals instead?
Well, what is the
Isn't it
advantage?
easier?
Well, in my opinion, to locate in the rectangular coordinate system is easy to see in decimal. Because, you know, suppose a hypothetical number, right? Suppose, let me complicate a little bit your life. Suppose A/9. Suppose that I need to locate the point A/9, 0. Wow, what the hell is that? And you put in the calculator, A/9. And A/9 I can see in my calculator que es 0.8 repeated, 0. So I suppose this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Entonces you divide, es in between, 0.8 is in between 0 and 1, ¿no? Entonces, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10, ¿no? Es, you divide in 10 portion, and you take the 8 portion is A/4, A/10 is like a 4/5. Entonces, approximately like that. This is the position of this. Then my recommendation is, one super easy way is put in the calculator the fraction and convert to decimal. And the decimal, in my opinion, is easy to see the location for the point.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
I meant.
she's trying to say.
Yes.
Some particular example, like A/3. Well, no, we can do by hand, no? It's 8 divided by 3.
I just see it, I just visualize it easier as a decimal and not as a fraction.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay.
Me too.
That's what I meant. Okay.
Okay, super. Okay, now we go over the next section, que is
Can we take a screenshot of the
yeah, of course.
problem number 9, please?
Number 9. Let me know when you finish, mister.
Thank you.
I want to raise the board. Okay, let's move on to the next section. Next section is find the slope and y-intercept of the linear equation. This is easy. But what is the thing you need to be aware? You need to be aware that sometimes the equation, the linear equation is expressed in slope-intercept form or standard. Let's do in the first one. The first one say y is equal to third x plus 5. So you immediately recognize que this is expressed in that way, mx plus b, no? Why? Because y is isolated. Entonces they ask me, find the slope. The slope is 2/3. And the y-intercept is located in 5, because b is 5. You can see b is 5, or much better, in my opinion, is 0.5. Because it's the point. No? The y-intercept is the point, and it's on the y-axis. Therefore, the x component is always 0, 0.5, 0.b. It's only identification. This is super straightforward. Yes or no?
Yes, Professor.
Yes.
Number two is a little bit confusing because es expressed the linear equation en estándar. Remember, standard is that way. AX plus BY equals C. Entonces es no clear. It's
One
no
moment.
clear.
Sorry, Professor. When you say standard, is that like a standard formula? Is that yes or no?
Yes.
Oh,
This
okay.
is a standard form. And
Is
this is
that
okay, the name of this guy is equation of the linear equation, or the formula for the linear equation expressed in a standard form. And the name of this is the equation of the linear equation expressed in slope intercept form. So there are two different forms to express the same idea. This is a standard and this is slope intercept. So in this case, y is not isolated. No. You see that x and y is located in the left-hand side of the equation, and in the right-hand side, we have just a number, it's 9. And this is a standard, okay? So what should I do? Well, solve for y and transform it from that way to this way. So you copy 12y is equal minus ax plus 9 and divided by 12. Divided by 12, divided by 12. So the action that we are doing is solve for y. Okay, the y alone is equal. Entonces you simplification reduce en lowest term the fraction, ¿no? Entonces in this case is negative divided by 4, ¿no? Negative 2/3, ¿no? Negative 2/3 because a over 12, look. In my mind working like that, no? It's 4 times 2 and this is 4 times 3, no? And at least this 4 is cancelled, 2/3, negative of course, plus x, sorry, I forgot the x, and 9 over 12, and 9 is 3 times 3, and 12 is 4 times 3, it's obvious que cancel out that 3, and it's 3 over 4. Okay, entonces, what is the conclusion? The conclusion is slope is negative 2/3, que es the coefficient in front of the x, and b, que es the y-intercept, is 3 over 4 positive. Therefore, the point is the point 0,34. Any question? So not always is piece of cake, not always is easy, not always is straightforward. It's only to see the equation. That's the identification. M is 2/3 or 3 over 2 and B is 5. No, sometimes it's expressed in standard. When you express in standard, you modification the standard from standard to slow and set, and you determine who is M and who is B. Super.
too fast?
Yes, Professor. Was easy.
Wait. What is the question? Too fast? No. What is the question? What is the problem? What is the problem?
Who, me? Because I said too fast?
No. You say I need no adverb. I need question. Right. I don't understand the first part, the second part. Okay, I need question, no adverb. Too fast. Okay, you want I explain slow. But this is not the point. You understand or you don't understand?
Yes, I do understand. I just said that it was too fast, so skip it.
No. You know, miss, I am hyperkinetic, guys.
Okay.
So I explain fast, always. I press the acceleration pedal always in my car.
Yes, right.
When you understand or you believe can go fast, you don't understand, you say, no, professor, slow down. So I explain slow down. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's move on to number 3 in the same section. Number 3 in the same section is a little bit confusing. A little bit. It's a little bit confusing because the question is 4y plus 16 equals 0. I need to determine again slope M I have no idea. B, I have no idea. So you need to modification. This is a standard. No, it's not standard because X is missing in this equation. To say, okay. To say you try to solve for Y. Always, this is the technique, solve for Y. 4Y is equal to minus 16 divided by 4. Y is equal to minus 4. Wow. And what kind of line it is? What kind of line?
Horizontal.
Absolutely. Horizontal. Horizontal, slope is 0, no slope, totally flat, and B is negative 4. End the story. Okay. Another way to see, well, Professor, the slope in the cell phone is Y equal mx plus B. Compare this general equation and this particular, que Y is equal negative 4. I suppose que B is negative 4 and X is missing and Y X is missing. It's missing because M is 0. And when you multiply 0 times any number, it's 0 and 0 is nothing. That is a reason. Okay, there are many ways to interpretation this. One way to interpretation is, X is missing. I realize que horizontal line. Horizontal line, I know by memory que slope is 0 because it's totally flat. And represent the representation for the slope, remember, is inclination of the line. Maybe positive when it's go up and when it's negative, it's going down. No? But si it's going constant, it's a slope 0. Clear or confusing? Clear or confusing?
I have a question, Professor. If it was if the line was vertical, the case is almost the same. We will have the y is 0, and we just have the slope is undefined.
Say again, I don't understand your question.
Professor, for example, in this example, we just have we don't have slope. I'm asking if it was like a vertical line. The slope will be undefined.
Let me try to create for you one typical example is vertical. So suppose 4x plus 16 equals 0. And they ask me again the same question. M and B. Entonces in this case, bueno, Y is missing. Si Y is missing, immediately I realize que es vertical line. Es vertical line. Entonces vertical line, I know by memory que slope is undefined. And what about B? B do not exist because this vertical line never cross the y-axis. More clear?
Yes, thank you so much.
Always pleasure. Okay, entonces I propose you do nothing more. Okay, the rest we complete Tuesday. Remember, Tuesday is an important day for us. Number one, I finished this review package, and this repetition, I repeat the same in the test 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I present the material, I explain several examples, and after I send to you one typical review of this. And the test is similar to the review. So Tuesday, we finish this review package. And when the time is over, or when I finish everything, you stay here 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds to confirmation that you receive or no the test on paper. I will send to you, you say, Professor, I got it, and it's a confirmation. Okay, I have in the video the confirmation of this. Now you have 26, 27, and 28 for doing this test. You write your answer in one piece of paper. Somehow you convert this answer in electronic format, maybe PDF or maybe picture, and you send me back. January 28 in the morning, I wake up early in the morning, I check in the email, I see your answer. So sometimes happen that some students, at the beginning, some students are not familiar with this. They say, send me in one weird format. I cannot open in my computer. Okay, no, don't worry, because I send immediately one email back. Oh, I cannot see your answer. And you try to modification. No, suppose que nothing happened. Fantastic, I great. And that's it. And don't forget to submit also the test online. Remember, guys, this weekend is extremely important for you because you have to working hard in the homework. Immediately, when you feel strong, you switch into the pretest and you work in the pretest. Any question that you have, you email me. I am waiting for you, and I solve any problem in 5 seconds. I send back the solution. Okay? Now, so you don't understand something, we agree one special section and we contacted by Skype again. But one specific student, not all of them. Okay? Everything okay, guys?
Professor.
Go ahead. I'm waiting for your answer. Everything is clear or no, or confusing?
Professor,
Do you see my
I
face
have a
now?
question. Yes, Professor. I have a question because I finished my homework, but I saw like a lot of exercise. They are not related to slope. They are related to other things. Will you have this exercise on the test or not?
Well, depending. You email me with the picture of this. I say yes or no. And what your score in the homework?